pessoas, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal Nerd. Eu estou de volta com vocês pra gente descobrir o que aconteceu com a contaminação da Irminsul. Vamos ver aqui.
In the air? And why is there a huge boat? That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness.
Okay.
So let's make sure the boat stays on course. Wow.
Nossa.
What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Continuam fraco.
Kamisato
Suyu. Ei, não.
Let's light it up.
Próximo. Valeu. Tem algum baú ali? Não, né? Esse lugar, nossa, tá extremamente afetado pelo definhamento.
Everybody stand back.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Into the wind. Be still. Careful, man. Wind strike. Yeah.
Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Oh! Então a gente pode seguir em frente. Claro que eu vou de casa, né? Eu tô dando mole aqui.
The wind knows me. Cascade.
Continuando. Que dó do escaramujo, cara. Tô pensando até agora como foi triste que ele caiu lá de cima e ficou desesperado. É que ele foi criado pra um propósito e simplesmente a Raiden descartou ele, né?
Let's light it up. Going.
Confess. Structure. As one with wind and cloud.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Tem um baúzinho por aqui? Não. É aqui ou é aqui? É por fora, tá. Ah, eu podia subir. Poxa. Bora ver então.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida? Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
Oh, aquilo é uma lua? Ah, legal. É tudo muito doido.
We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Alguns pensamentos estranhos apareciam de tempos em tempos, mas eu pareço estar bem agora.
But everything's been completely normal for Paimon. Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
Óbvio que não, pai.
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
A não ser que você seja ela, só que sem as memórias.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. this the place you were talking about?
Essa é a
Base of
Irminsul.
Irminsul?
Ah, de novo a gente não pode correr, ó. É só viajante. Peço perdão pelo barulho de fundo, mas não tá tendo como evitar, gente. Perdão. Nossa, isso é muito top.
Well, this is the place.
Sim, é o mesmo lugar das minhas memórias.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is... Is that... me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
Ah, eu não consigo acreditar no que vejo. As duas parecem quase exatamente as mesmas.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
Como assim?
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form.
Eu sabia! Pessoal do Discord, Angel e Yukito. Nossas teorias estavam certas.
I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago.
Ela é...
Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
Então esta é a conexão entre elas. Lord Menor Kusanali e Lord Maior Rukkhadevata.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate.
É tipo, como
When
se
a branch
fosse
grows into a mature tree,
ela, mas só que...
it won't be the same as the original tree.
Caraca, faz todo sentido. A gente tava quase certo, assim. Quase exatamente. Algumas
That's why
diferenças
fate
de
is the
teoria.
ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone.
Aww.
Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Eu também tenho fé em Nahida. Ela definitivamente se tornará uma grande arconte.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
Eu sabia, a catástrofe de Kenria.
At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me.
Oh!
I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul.
Ela não foi pra
I sensed
Kenria.
something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption.
Eu sabia que ela não tinha morrido em Kenria. Eu disse.
Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena.
Oh, é um conhecimento
If
que
we
o mundo
allow forbidden
rejeita.
knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Hã.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks
Mais
to the
ou
wisdom
menos.
of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well.
Ah.
From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen? I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that
O que
even if
aconteceu?
I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Ela quer que a Nahida apague ela. Nossa.
Wait. No, I can't.
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world.
Poxa.
This is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
Oh, tadinha.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer.
Oh.
These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me.
Ah, é a frase inteira, sem quebra.
We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky,
Eu tô chorando.
connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
Eu tô chorando muito.
I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Eu tô chorando demais, cara. A Elazar! Ela
Goodbye,
limpou a Elazar!
people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
E é por isso que eu não tenho uma câmera. Na maioria dos vídeos. Nahida, você está bem?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused.
O que está te confundindo?
We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying?
Ah, 3
I
pontinhos.
don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad.
Você ainda lembra o que acabou de acontecer?
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
Oh, ela esqueceu. Eu consigo lembrar ainda porque não sou deste mundo?
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon também não parece se lembrar. Todo mundo realmente esqueceu a Lorde Maior Ruka Devata? Será que eu conto a verdade a elas? Não. Que isso? É o escaramujo? Que som é esse? Me sinto com tanto sono. Ah, porque ela não dormiu ainda. Hã? O que tá acontecendo? A doutore.
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially
que ele
damage our relationship.
Os gnoses.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in
Sabia.
Sumeru. Even the
Clones.
God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
Ah,
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy.
Uau!
It lacks an important dimension, that of time.
Canalha!
So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up?
Pois é.
You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment?
Oh, ele usou o
It
escaramujo.
was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
Why?
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your stance, that's all.
Ele é muito louco.
All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful
Os
materials.
gnoses.
For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
Pois é.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and
Nossa, que
dignity
filho
to
da
the
mãe.
God of Wisdom.
Eles sabem fazer um vilão.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Oh, destruiu Gnoses, acorda os princípios celestiais?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction
Importante.
of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences?
Oh, com certeza eles não querem.
Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness.
Oh, louco.
As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter.
Tá muito doido.
Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Oh!
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price?
Ele é louco.
Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
Oh.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end?
Uau, quantas cópias.
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Uau.
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction.
Oh.
If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom,
Ela vai dar
how
mesmo.
about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations,
Oh.
we've all gotten what we wanted.
É o
I'm
conhecimento
very
proibido.
glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still
Não
listen to what
escuta.
you have to say.
É o conhecimento proibido. Segredos e verdades sombrias fluem pela mente dos que são sábios, então tudo fica em silêncio. Não é o conhecimento proibido? Vários dias depois... Cadê esse cara? Tadinho!
Together! Are you awake? Kaveh says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Bom dia, Paimon.
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Nada mal.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
Isso mesmo, tá? Naquele dia nós perdemos a consciência em batalha. Quando acordamos, nos encontramos na Vila Gandharva e Tighnari e Colei estavam cuidando de nós. Eu ouvi que foi Sino quem nos trouxe aqui. Tighnari reclamou que Sino estava sempre mandando gente para ele, mas ele cuidou muito bem de nós. Após nos exaurirmos completamente, descansamos bem aqui. Após alguns dias, finalmente nos recuperamos o suficiente para conseguir voltar. Pelo que Tighnari e Colei disseram, o Akasha foi completamente desligado e o povo de Sumero não confiará mais nele. Tal grande mudança certamente afetará a vida das pessoas, mas isso com certeza será uma coisa boa.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Ah, cadê esse cara? Oh. Pobre escaramujo. Ah, oi, Colei. Eu tô com dó desse cara. Foi muito triste.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep, yep.
Bom dia, Colei.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you like it. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever.
Ah, ela
I can even
se
prepare
curou, né?
4 or 5 meals a day now. And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Você desfruta de um café da manhã silencioso com Colei que esteve esperando por você.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Paimon já não leu?
Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. All right, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra.
Legal.
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing.
Lá vamos nós de novo. Não é tão incrível.
Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest. Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tighnari.
Fale com Tighnari. Oi, Tighnari. Tighnari.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
Como está sua ferida, Tighnari?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
Eu sei que isso é um grande pedido.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
É, deve ser surpresa.
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
Eu acho que Nilo só está planejando contar a ele quando as festividades estiverem acontecendo.
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
VIPs?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Oh! O seu mestre está bem?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can
Cadê
do,
esse
really.
cara?
But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Sim, senhor.
Will do!
Ok, eu tô doida pra poder saber o que vai acontecer. Cadê esse cara? Eu tô com dó dele. Vai ser na academia? Aqui. Ok, chegamos.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letter, so here we are!
Cheguemos.
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
É claro, você está certo.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite
Tá bom,
among
para
those
de
of
puxar o
us who
saco dela.
frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience, but indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Eu tenho.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Sim, vamos
If
só acabar com
for
isso
some
logo.
reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Certo, vamos lá
We
conferir.
can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going
Você sabe
now.
onde todos estão?
When I wrote the letters,
Oh,
I heard
Alhaitham.
that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Ok,
Okay, got it. Let's go, traveler.
vamos. Alhaitham na academia.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over the...
Esse vídeo vai ficar gigantesco desse jeito. Vou ter que dividir ele, será?
Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Kaveh was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how early their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
Não, nem um pouco.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Dá o fora, cara. Casa da Ena.
Time to go.
Sim, hora de ir. Eu tô animada. Eu quero acabar logo. Alhaitham. Olá. Oh.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right?
Oh, aquele não é o Kaveh?
Oh, he's over there.
Ele está falando com outra
It looks
pessoa.
like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Esse é o Kaveh, não é?
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Oh?
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Por que ele não quis ser sábio?
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And
Wow.
anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
É o irmão dele, por algum acaso? Então, colega de quarto.
You... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
Ai, ai.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Ai, eu sabia!
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Vamos ver como isso se desenrola. Não estamos com pressa mesmo.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Dá o fora.
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
Vamos intervir, senão vai dar
It's no skin
porrada.
off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Adorei. Ai, Alhaitham.
Hey, Alhaitham.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
Ele não recebeu como
If she
sempre.
addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
E ele sabe os procedimentos internos da academia.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
Os 6 sábios parece bem poderoso.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Paimon tem ponto.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
É o estilo dele.
Why? Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
All right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before the new sages take office.
Então, você ainda é um líder, agora mesmo que seja temporário.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Nah.
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars.
Ele não pareceu acreditar numa palavra do que disse.
Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Obrigada pelo trabalho duro desses dias.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
All right. I'll see you there.
Ele não pegou correspondência, tá? Próximo. Bem, eu decidi terminar esse vídeo aqui porque já tava muito longo. Então é isso. Se vocês gostaram desse vídeo, deixa o seu gostei aqui embaixo. Se você não é inscrito no canal, inscreva-se. Se você já é inscrito, não esqueça de acionar as notificações de vídeos novos. Se você quer ajudar a manter o canal, por favor, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos. Não esquece de dar uma olhada lá no Discord do canal. O link tá aqui na descrição. A vaquinha, apesar de muito tempo ter se passado, ela ainda está de pé, tá? Não atingiu o que eu precisava. Pra pelo menos pagar o computador. Então ela ainda está de pé aí pra vocês na descrição, eu acho. Eu gostei muito da parte do Alhaitham, tá? Como é que fala? Referências. Eu sinto uma vibe assim meio Spock Dr. McCoy. Eu não resisto. Pra mim o Kaveh é 4 estrelas. E eu deixei essa bomba aqui e eu fui. Até o próximo vídeo.